Some child stars faded quietly. Others crashed loudly. And a few completely reinvented themselves in ways nobody could have predicted. These are the beloved child stars of yesterday. And here's exactly where they are in 2026. Number 1, we have Macaulay Culkin, who played Kevin McAllister in Home Alone. Macaulay was just 10 years old when he became one of the most famous faces on the planet, turning a boy left home alone into a pop culture legend that still makes people smile every Christmas. By 2026, Macaulay is 45, and the transformation has been nothing short of remarkable. After retiring from acting at just 14, he spent years out of the spotlight, going to high school, falling in love, and living the ordinary life Hollywood had robbed from him. When he came back, it was entirely on his own terms. He appeared in American Horror Story, launched a satirical lifestyle website called Bunny Ears, and walked into the 2026 Golden Globes, presenting an award to a room that gave him standing ovation, his first time back at the ceremony in 35 years. He joked from the podium that he does exist outside the holiday season, and the crowd loved every second of it. In his personal life, Macaulay has found something Kevin McAllister never needed to fight for: a real family. He's been with actress Brenda Song since 2017. The couple married and raising their 2 sons, Dakota and Carson. Kevin McAllister protected a house. Macaulay Culkin built a home. Number 2, we have Mara Wilson, who played Matilda in the beloved 1996 film of the same name. Mara was just 9 when she brought Roald Dahl's gifted, defiant little girl to life with such warmth that audiences felt like they'd known her forever. She'd already charmed the world in Mrs. Doubtfire and Miracle on 34th Street before that. By 2026, Mara is 38 and looks almost nothing like the wide-eyed girl with the ribbon in her hair. After leaving Hollywood at 13, she attended NYU, discovered writing, and never looked back. She published a memoir called Where Am I Now?, performed one-woman shows, voiced characters in podcasts and web series, and became one of the most thoughtful voices speaking out about what it really means to grow up famous. She came out as bisexual in 2016 and has been a tireless advocate for mental health awareness and the rights of child actors. Mara Wilson walked away from Hollywood and found something far more real on the other side. Number 3, we have Haley Joel Osment, who played Cole Sear in The Sixth Sense. Haley was only 11 years old when he delivered one of the most chilling lines in cinema history and earned himself an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor, the youngest male performer of his generation to reach that milestone. He followed it up with Pay It Forward and Steven Spielberg's AI Artificial Intelligence before Hollywood ran out of roles big enough for a kid that talented. By 2026, Haley is 37, and the journey back has been complicated but genuinely impressive. After a turbulent stretch that included a DUI arrest in 2006, he attended NYU's Tisch School of the Arts and returned to acting with real intention. He turned heads in Silicon Valley and Amazon's The Boys, proving his range had only grown with age. His personal life stays largely private, and he seems to prefer letting his work carry the weight. Haley Joel Osment never stopped being an actor. He just stopped being a child, and that made all the difference. Number 4, we have Lindsay Lohan, who played 2 roles in The Parent Trap. Lindsay was just 11 years old in 1998 when she convinced the world she was actually 2 different girls, a twin miracle that made her the most exciting young actress in Hollywood. Mean Girls, Freaky Friday. Herbie, Fully Loaded. She could do anything. And then for a very long time, it seemed like she couldn't. The mid-2000s and early 2010s brought arrest after arrest, rehab stay after rehab stay, and a Hollywood that slowly stopped calling. By 2026, Lindsay is 39 and living a life that would genuinely shock the version of herself from those difficult years. She relocated to Dubai, married financier Bader Shammas in 2022, and welcomed their son Luai in July 2023. Her Netflix comeback with Falling for Christmas, Irish Wish, and Freakier Friday reminded audiences exactly why they fell for her in the first place. In a 2026 Vogue Arabia cover interview, she reflected simply, "I moved to the other side of the world, and I'm so glad I followed my gut. The Parent Trap was about two halves finding each other. Turns out, Lindsay needed the same thing. Number 5, we have Millie Bobby Brown, who played 11 in Stranger Things. Millie was just 12 years old when she shaved her head, put on a bloody nose, and became one of the most iconic characters in television history. 11 said almost nothing and broke everyone's hearts. By 2026, Millie is 22 and somehow already feels like a veteran. After 9 years as 11 across 5 seasons, Stranger Things, wrapping in 2025, she has built a career that looks nothing like what most child stars manage. Enola Holmes, Damsel, The Electric State. She launched her own clean beauty brand, Florence by Mills, and married Jake Bon Jovi, son of rock legend John Bon Jovi, in a private ceremony in May 2024, followed by a celebration in Tuscany. The couple are known for their love of rescue animals and a life deliberately kept out of the tabloids. At 22, Millie Bobby Brown is a wife, a producer, and a businesswoman. The girl who couldn't speak on screen found her voice in every other direction. Number 6, we have Jake Lloyd, who played young Anakin Skywalker in Star Wars, Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Jake was only 9 years old in 1999 when George Lucas picked him out of 3,000 children to play one of cinema's most iconic characters. The film became the highest-grossing movie of that year, and then, almost immediately, the world turned on him. The backlash was ferocious and deeply unfair, with critics and audiences piling onto a child for decisions that belonged entirely to adults. Jake retired from acting at 12, and the years that followed were heartbreaking. He was diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia in 2008 and spent years battling hallucinations, hospitalizations, and a justice system that didn't understand what was happening to him. By 2026, Jake is 37, and his story is finally one of cautious hope. In January 2026, fellow Star Wars child star Daniel Logan shared a photo of the two reuniting, Jake smiling across the table, present and calm. His mother Lisa has spoken openly about his progress and his resilience. Jake Lloyd never got the childhood he deserved, but the people who love him haven't stopped fighting for him. Number 7, we have Raven-Symoné, who played Olivia on The Cosby Show starting at just 4 years old, before going on to headline That's So Raven on Disney Channel. She was one of the most naturally gifted child performers of her era, a girl who just seemed born for cameras. By 2026, Raven is 40 and still very much in the public eye. She co-hosted The View for several seasons, continued acting in various television projects, and has been openly and happily out since marrying Miranda Madej in June 2020. Her journey through fame, identity, and personal truth has made her one of the more quietly inspiring stories of her generation, a child star who never really stopped shining, just shifted where the light was pointing. These 7 child stars walked into the spotlight before most kids could tie their own shoes. Some of them stumbled on the way out. Some of them soared. And some of them are still figuring it out, just like the rest of us. Which transformation surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more Then and Now deep dives like this one.